Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the worst fucking podcast you've ever heard. Both Mikes.
There's the applause. That's the sound that I like to hear. Every time I come in this studio, I'm eagerly anticipating the applause, and I'm not disappointed. So, welcome to Both Mics, everybody.
Hey guys, we are Both Mics, a show about nothing and everything. Over there, somewhere, is Mike Sofka.
Here I am, right here. And over there, that is Mike Taylor, and like you said, we're both Mikes. Get it?
Yes, we are. All right, we are at show number 115 of Both Mics.
Wow.
Heard everywhere podcasts can be heard. Yeah, that's a lot of time. That's what, 115 hours of babbling and incoherent speaking, I guess. Yeah, you'll find us on twitch.tv/bothmics every Friday night around 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Come hang out with us, shoot the crap in the chat room, and see what happens. Any new podcast websites they can find us at, Michael?
Podchaser's the newest one, but Spotify also has video now, so we're on Spotify video as well as the podcast portion. So you can find us just about everywhere. If we're not somewhere where you like to get your stuff, give me a ring, drop me a note or something, and
we'll stop by and do a show right in your basement.
There you go. Perfect. I like that. Take the show on the road. I love that, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Just get us a first class plane ticket and we're on our way.
Yeah. So did you watch the Kentucky Derby, Mike?
Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, last Saturday.
Is that like a trucker hat?
Oh, you're going to see some hats here in a second. I did find some hats, but that is the late entry Rich Strike, the 21 horse. Actually, it was 20. Somebody got scratched. He took the place. He was the 21, and his odds were 81-1. The longest shot out there, and he won the whole damn thing.
So that's for every dollar you bet, you win 80?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
No, my brother always takes the long shot, and he, like every handful of years, he wins. He only put $5 on it, but he walked out of there with 400.
Oh, so someone actually did bet on it?
Oh yeah. I'm usually more involved. I'm usually more engaged, but Saturday I had too much stuff to do. I got a busy schedule coming up, so.
Yeah. Well, with Mother's Day and everything, and of course your family goes all out. Who cooks all that food? By the way, is that your poor mom?
No,
Does
it's
your
me
mom
and
have to cook?
Me and my brother. We did everything.
Okay, the brother with the J.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chef J.
Cool.
Yep.
Chef J. Yes.
So you did say something about hats, and that's the thing. Here's a picture with some nice ladies with their hats on. So that's kind of what you expect to see, like an Easter, Mother's Day, Kentucky Derby type situation, right? Hats like that, right?
You expect to see derbies at a derby.
What's that?
You expect to see derbies at a derby.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's all, folks.
There's another young lady. Now she's taking it a bit higher. She's taking it a bit over the top here. And if you're missing the video here, if you're just hearing our voices, you could catch this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, twitch.tv/bothmics.
Looks like an Easter sombrero.
Yeah, exactly. Here's another one.
Yeah, in case the neighborhood doesn't want sun.
Yes. And here's yet another one. That's taking it a bit far. It looks like she's taken some dolls and glued them onto a hat. It's almost like the crazy cat lady
beanie
hat.
Baby hat.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there.
She had a sore neck come Monday.
Now here's where I draw the line. Dudes are starting to wear the hats at the Derby.
Right.
And I don't mean a hat like back in the days when men were men, when they wore a...
Like I'm wearing a hat?
Well, not a ball cap, but a... what do they call it? With the brim and everything? Fedora,
oh.
Yeah. No. Check this out. There's a dude. He has like a cowboy fedora hat on with roses and crap draped around it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. You had a little too much at the bar. The wife's dressing you.
Looks like Val Kilmer. Yeah, and I'll say it again. Some people need to be chased with a stick.
Okay, well, it gets better. Check that guy out. Now, he's got the red beard. He's got the tall top hat with some sort of green on it, and it looks like a horse. Then the horse has got a rose in its mouth, and on the tip of the rose is a cardinal. And on top of the hat is a cardinal. He's got a horn there next to the horse. Then the horse is wearing a hat, and on the hat there's a flower, and the horse's hat also. Anyway, dude,
yeah. It looks like he was like on a Scotch bottle.
Yeah, it looks like he got thrown out. It looks like he got thrown out of somewhere St. Patrick's Day and just woke up.
Right.
Somebody, yeah, the passed out drunk guy. They always, draw penises on his face and everything. Well, this is what they did there. They put his hat on him, I guess. And it gets even better. It gets even worse if you can imagine that.
No.
Oh yeah, I got one worse. So hit us up in the chat room if you're in there. I don't know what the hell's going on with my thing here. I'm trying to get to the chat room. Anyway, I got one more here. One more hat.
Okay.
Check that guy out. He's got like the gate. He's got like one of those hats, like a straw flat hat, like those barbershop quartet guys maybe wear with some flowers around it. Then he's got like 3 stalls or so, the gates, the big green gates with these horses in the gates.
Whatever.
Come on, guys. Where's your man card?
Look at me. And a purple bow tie. Don't forget the purple bow tie that clashes with the red freaking shirt he's wearing.
Yeah, buddy. These guys need to cash in their man card. I can see having fun with it. I'm all for dressing up. I'm all for costume parties. I'm all for stuff like this. But I think the derby hat thing is reserved for the ladies. I'm going to leave it at that. If you agree with me, leave me a note. If you disagree with me, to hell with you. No, you can leave me a note as well.
I agree with you. Yeah.
All right.
People are weird.
Well, anyway, it was a exciting time. I'm sure I missed the whole thing. I blew the whole thing off till it was over, and I was like, "Oh my god, I forgot all about it." Otherwise, I would have tried to get in with my brother.
I had no idea that it was this weekend. I always thought it was like next weekend.
Well, coming up is the Preakness and the Belmont. I'm not sure which order they go in. The guy that won here, they said they're not going to race all 3 of them. So I guess they're going to skip the Preakness and run the Belmont, which I thought that's what you kind of had to do. You had to take your shot.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Like, why would you, now that they won, maybe they'll change their mind.
No, he said just recently. So I don't know if it's a money thing or what. He did get lucky. I mean, he was near the back of the pack on the last turn. And then he just, it looked like somebody shot this horse full of some sort of juice or something. I'm not saying that happened. I'm just saying it, all of a sudden he fucking got fast. Yeah.
Amazing that any animal can be that faster than the next.
Right. Even if they've been running the same thing. But I think he was a local to me anyway, whereas he's from Ocala, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was, I think they got all in cost on him. I think $30,000, which is nothing. They spend $250,000 million on horses.
Right.
And
easily.
Yeah. So that's a good return, I guess. The Kentucky Derby 148, that was 148th Kentucky Derby.
There was horses 148 years ago.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. And surprising that he was a fast horse from Slocala.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of horses. I think it's just math at a certain point. If you have a certain concentration of horses in a certain market or area, certain percentage of them are going to be this, certain percentage are going to be that, But they do a lot of horse shows and stuff like that. Not as much racing in Florida, but yeah, very interesting. Lots of horse farms around here. Have you been following Disney stock?
No, I heard that a lot of stock has been taking a crap lately, though.
Yep.
The company I work for, their stock is like $2.60 a share. I'm amazed. I know the RFC, when the RFC was sold off, their stock was $3.25. And unfortunately, I had 100 shares of it.
Well, anyway, Disney stock has tumbled to its lowest price in 2 years. The old go woke, go broke thing. Netflix is feeling the pain too. Tech is feeling the pain. There's a lot of down stocks, and I think if you've noticed, nobody has come to the side of Disney to say, as a company, we feel the same way as they do, and da 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 da. Yeah, nobody's doing that because they don't want their stock to take a shit.
Well, their stock was up $3.02 today, a 2.9% increase at $107. Yeah, it's been on a steady decline for the past month. A steady decline for the past 6 months. Wow. So looks like the boom is over.
Well, speaking of Disney here, this is the new Tron ride. This is a video of POV. So somebody's like on this ride and they're filming it. So if you want to see what the new Tron ride at Disney is going to look like, you can get the POV view of it. It's all glow in the dark like motorcycles, together on a train of, like roller coaster carts.
Cool.
So I think it's going to be good.
Yeah, it should be decent. They've been working on it forever.
Well, in the video here, the light cycle vehicles are seen speeding down the rails to the outside where the construction crew watches from below. The Tron coaster is currently under construction in Tomorrowland at Magic Kingdom. The ride was announced 5 years ago at D23 Expo in Anaheim and said it to be the clone of Shanghai's Disneyland's Tron coaster.
Yeah, you could just go to YouTube and see what the Shanghai one looks like.
Right.
And it just has different atmosphere outside.
Well, they were trying to get this set to open for the 50th anniversary on October 1st, 2021, but they couldn't get that done. There's no official opening date, but
I heard it was August.
Of course, they're going to have at the end of this month at Epcot the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind coaster. Epcot getting a roller coaster.
Yep. Yeah, it's where Universe of Energy used to be, where the Ellen DeGeneres ride. Stupid Judy. You remember that part? Yeah. Stupid Judy.
Oh, man. All right. So, you're familiar with TikTok. Do you use TikTok? You're not a fan? What's your deal? Mike. Earth to Mike. Frozen Mike that I can't hear. Hello, Mike. We lost Mike. What are we going to do? Oh, no. Come on, brother. Talk to me. Talk to me, Goose. Well, we got a still picture of you. The show must go on, so if you can get yourself out, in, do whatever you got to do on your end. I was asking if you like TikTok, because there's a crazy lady that's on TikTok right now, and I don't believe in TikTok. I don't like it. It's owned by the Chinese government. And Mike is still gone. Mike, why don't you log out and then come back in? Are you there? Yeah, you there? Can you hear me? I see you. I saw you. Wow, there he goes. Come on. Let's try this again here. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, perfect. Hey, you're back. I was asking you if you like TikTok. Yeah. If you've been on TikTok, what's your thing with TikTok?
Yeah, I heard everything you said, and I couldn't reply. Yeah, not a fan of TikTok. The whole possible spying on from the Chinese type of thing is not a thing.
Well, it's not like everybody's like, oh, really? They're going to spy on me? No. They put these little spiders out there and they get into everything, and eventually they get to what they need by going through other people. So it is what it is. And if you've even opened up a video from TikTok, like you haven't logged into their thing, but the TikTok video was posted somewhere else on social media and you've brought that up, even then you're done. It's too late. So.
A lot of people share TikTok videos on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
that's how it goes. Well, this lady here, she doesn't look like she's crazy, does she? I say kidding.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, what makes you think she's not crazy?
Yeah, well, this is it's according to ABC7.com. Fort Myers mom goes viral on TikTok, claims 6-year-old son was mistreated by the art teacher.
Okay.
So she's taken to TikTok, and she's using her son she looks like she enjoys TikTok a little too much, if you ask me. She's one of those, well, I want to be a social media TikTok star, I want to go viral, like that.
Right.
Would that be fair?
I would say that's fair.
All right. Well, here's the deal. Her name is Cheyenne Cruz. Cheyenne, like Wyoming, Cruz. Cruz, okay? Her son's name, and you see her son poking over her head there in the back there. He's 6. She's exploiting him, if you ask me. His name, it's in the article, so I'm going to give up his name here. It's Winter, with a Y-R at the end. Wintyr. Mike, we lost you. You've totally freaking... There you go. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's because I looked down, and I was hanging my head in shame for the human race.
He's a kindergartner at Orangewood Elementary School in Fort Myers. She said in early May she overheard her 2 sons talking about how her 6-year-old's art teacher used a rag to inappropriately discipline Winter on April 29th. She describes the situation she said her son was involved in. Quote, he heard the sink running, so he turned around, so he saw her taking a rag and filling it up with water, which later he told me was cold because he could feel it. He saw her, he said, wind up her arm, and she said, and she was about to release it. He turned away to shy away from it, and it hit him directly in the back. Cruz says she was first approached by the school's principal about the issue, who confirmed it did happen. She goes on to say, she calls me back later that night, and she was like, we find that it absolutely did happen, and my contact at the district said I needed to self-report to DCF, and that's when I got upset. We are aware of the incident, and appropriate measures are being taken, is what the school said. So now she's posted a video, and this is as of 2 days ago. She had 20,000 views and 3,000 likes on it and thousands of comments. So her exploitation of her child for her own viralness is working. What do you think, Mike?
All right. So the teacher wet a rag, threw it at the kid, hit him in the middle of the back, and the principal self-reported it to the mother. And who reported it to DIFAS or DCF?
They said that they told the mother that she needed to report it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, so be it. Things happen. One of my kids was bit today at school, and of course it was reported to us. But
are you on TikTok making a video?
No. Okay. There's a time and place for everything.
You're going to put your kid out there and show the bite mark on there, and this way in 20 years this comes back to haunt them,
and raise hell about it, and I want to call the authorities. No.
Here's where it gets good. She's definitely lining herself up for a payday too, because he did not go. He hasn't been back to school because he's going to a psychologist for psychological damage.
Of course, forthepeople.com.
She said she's trying to raise awareness about the incident, relaying the message to thousands of people. Isn't she just the greatest human, looking out for everyone else?
Yeah, exactly. Until it's no longer her payday.
Right? Freaking crazy, dude. People are crazy. This whole world is crazy.
And the thing is, and who gets hurt from this whole thing? The poor 6-year-old.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna drag him into psychologists' offices and courtrooms and all kinds of crap, and the kid's gonna be messed up.
No, we wouldn't do that in this country.
Yeah, no. The litigious society.
Yeah. Well, this brings us up to my second favorite part of the show, and that, of course, is the alien update.
Looking alien! Where? Warning! Alien approaching! Warning! Biophysical experiments extremely dangerous for he's an alien robot. You could be an alien robot, right? Like, not all robots are domestic.
I computed the aliens. They are capable of sinister and dangerous acts.
You weird alien man!
All right, so the Alien Update is brought to you by the Both Mics merchandise link. You could find that on our site. Yeah, you find it here on wherever you're doing this. You'll find our link somewhere. So this is a time, I got a little gnat here flying around. God dang. This is when we talk about Musk, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates,
Branson, Zuckerberg. All those people were obviously are aliens themselves, or they've been heavily influenced by aliens, probably involved in the government and some dark projects with some secret technology. I mean, how else do you explain the money these guys make? How else do you explain the technology, the advancements, pushing our culture to the next level on both socially, culturally, economically, supposedly? It's just crazy. These people are obviously aliens, or they're heavily influenced by aliens. So that's why we do the Alien Update. Now, lately, in all fairness, it's been primarily Elon Musk, but he's the one out there doing stuff. Right?
He's recently put in his bid to acquire Twitter, $44 billion. He's now claiming the takeover is temporarily on hold, but then insisting he is still quite committed to completing the acquisition. Have you seen Twitter's stock lately?
Yeah, actually, I was looking at it today. I forget what it was.
It's way down. He was going to pay $54.20 a share. I think it was down to like 34 or 40 or something like that.
Yeah, I think when I saw it, it was like 32.
They say it plunged as much as 25% after his first tweet here.
$40.72, down $4.37. That's 9.69% today. And let's look at the last month. Yeah.
He said he said he's still committed. But the problem is he's finding most people are able to do due diligence before they buy something. Apparently he wasn't able to do all that, so he's looking at certain things, and supposedly there's a lot more bots and fake accounts that don't make any sense to him, the number of bots and fake accounts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, he says that's fewer than 5% of the company's 229 million users. Quick, what's 5% of 229 million?
Well, what's 5% of 1 million or 100 million? 5% of a 5% of a million is, yeah.
Okay.
Sounds all right.
So then 200 would be 10 million.
10 million.
And then the other 29,
percentage.
let's say 10.5. So there's over 10 million fake bots and fake accounts on Twitter.
Wow. Yeah. Not surprised. You know, you get that crap every day. The Motley Crue tour for the summer has a Facebook page, and like every day there's something on there. Hey, I've never seen Motley Crue before, but I'm going to be going to the show, blah, 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 blah. Almost word for word every day, a different account shows up on there, and people are like falling for it. Like, really, guys? Like, you don't freaking pay attention to what's going on around you?
By the way, what's your birth month?
Yeah. What's the first car?
What's your first pet's name?
Right?
What elementary school did you go to?
What city were you born?
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
Yeah. What was the first concert you went to? That's one I use sometimes, and I think that's what they're getting at. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. You ever sell anything on social media?
Like on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah.
All the time. Well, not all the time, but yeah. When we left San Antonio, we sold probably about $1,000 worth of stuff.
Well, here's my thing. The weirdos come out at night on that because they're like, I'm very interested in your item. Please text me or call me, and then they give you their number. And I'm like, no. Yeah. Because now you're trying to associate the phone number with my Facebook account, which you're going to sell to somebody else. No text, no phone calls. If you're interested, this is the spot we're meeting at. Tell me when you want to meet there, because you're not coming to my fucking house all hours of the night.
Yeah. The one that got me is they'll respond back, hey, I'm interested. You still have this? And like, yeah, contact my brother.
Yeah. Right?
Like, yeah, okay, yeah, not happening.
Crazy. It's a crazy world,
Yep.
man.
Yep. And not everybody, but, you got to watch out for people looking for an angle.
They're all looking for an angle. That's what this is. That's the country we've become. Everybody's a
Not-
victim.
You say not everybody.
That's because victimization pays. We've taught our society that victimization pays. So this brings us to my third favorite part of the show. Of course, I'm talking about Get Off My Lawn.
Not in this lifetime, Sonny. Well, I think you're an overeducated 27-year-old version. There's a Mexican, a Jew, and a colored guy go into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, get the fuck out of here. Get off my lawn. Used to stack fucks like you 5 feet high in Korea. Use you for sandbags. Can't you people just leave me alone? Get off my lawn. You'd think the cold would keep all the idiots out. What are all you fish heads looking at anyway? Get off my lawn. You people are nuts.
God, I love Clint Eastwood, man. How can you not like Clint Eastwood? What's he, like 91?
Yeah, he's up there. Make my day.
Crazy. Now, I wanted to call this segment, before we started it, I wanted to originally call it Florida Man, but we like to Get Off My Lawn. There's Get Off My Lawn somewhere else, and there's Florida Man somewhere else, so screw it.
Right.
We got Get Off My Lawn, and it frequently talks about Florida Man, so I can't help that.
So we're good.
Yeah, I can't help that. Well, Florida Woman is getting a little jealous here. There's Florida Woman right there. How about that mug?
That might actually be a guy.
Right? Looks like a cross between Phil Collins and Alice from the Brady Bunch.
and a little Joe Dirt thrown in there, too.
Yes, absolutely. So this is why this woman's picture is up here. This is according to NBC2.com. And there must be something in the water in Fort Myers, because I got a couple more Fort Myers stories coming up here.
Yeah.
Fort Myers woman
orange
arrested in Sarasota after forcing teen to drive her around at gunpoint.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
A Fort Myers woman was arrested after witnesses said she held a 16-year-old girl at gunpoint Wednesday night and forced her to drive her around town. Sarasota police arrested Dina Wilson, 61, after the victim texted her friend and told her what was happening while Wilson was inside a convenience store. The victim's friend called 911 to report it. The victim told police she drove to Lido Beach to watch the sunset. When she opened her trunk, Wilson initially approached her and asked if she had jumper cables, to which she did not. You ever been approached in a parking lot or something like that and felt uncomfortable about the situation?
In the past, yeah. Not lately, but it used to happen a lot.
Well, if somebody gets like too close to me, I'll stop them. I'll cut them off. I'll put my hand out and go, "You're getting too close. Stop there," and see how they react.
Right.
Because I don't want to be the one that has to go on the defensive. I'd rather them be on the defensive because I'm calling them out right away. That's how I'm trying to eliminate a possible confrontation here. I'm trying to let them know I know what's going on here. Stay the fuck away. Anyway, Wilson then asked a couple nearby who also denied having any jumper cables. Wilson pulled a small gun out from her right side and held it to the victim so the victim could see it. Wilson told the victim to drive her to South Lido Beach where her car was, according to police. When they arrived at the beach, Wilson got out of the victim's car and dug around her own car before getting back in the victim's car when she told her to take her to get food.
Wow.
The victim drove Wilson to a convenience store in the 1000 block of North Tamiami Trail. I've been there. When Wilson was inside, that's when the victim texted her friend telling her she was being forced to drive Wilson around while being threatened with a gun. Officers advised that the victim was driving a gray SUV. An officer who was locking the entry gate for the night inside South Lido Park saw the SUV pull in through the exit gate and drive toward him. He stopped the SUV, ordered Wilson out, and arrested her. She was taken to Sarasota Police Headquarters and is facing charges of false imprisonment Wilson is being held at the Sarasota County Jail on a $250,000 bond.
Wow. Good.
I know gas is expensive, Mike, but
Right?
have we come to the fact that we can't put gas in our car, so we're just going to grab a gun and force somebody to be our personal Uber for the evening?
If it works, yeah. Now, you're talking about a child that actually needs therapy. There you go.
And she won't get any help from anybody.
No, she won't get any help.
Because her parents probably make too much money for free services, yet not enough money to be able to afford proper insurance.
Right. And you can't sue this woman because I'm sure she has nothing.
Yeah, no, you'd be suing air if that was the case. So, yeah. That's crazy, man. I don't understand. But the lady was... I mean, she took her back to her car, says, hold tight, I'm going to go in my car. So now the girl not only knows what you look like, not only knows you have a gun, but she also knows what kind of car you have.
Right.
And she didn't take the girl's cell phone from her.
Girls, the girl's obviously petrified because, here she is waiting around. I'm sure she's threatened her, if you drive off, I'm going to shoot you. Crazy. So... But wow, she goes into a convenience store and the girl doesn't take off. That's someone who's petrified.
All right, so we're going to go from that story in Fort Myers, okay? We're going to go to another one. And I have to go to this other one because it is what it is. This is a story that kind of sickens me because anytime there's abuse to an animal, so what? I'm not the biggest animal person, the biggest animal lover, but I respect and like animals. They just keep their spot. I got mine. But when somebody abuses an animal, it kind of takes things to an animal or a child. That just really gets me. I'm going to put this guy's picture up, and you tell me if he did it, okay?
And I consciously told myself, don't have a reaction when you put this picture up and say he's innocent. I was actually throwing the bait. I'd say he's innocent. He did nothing wrong. Wow, that guy hasn't made a coherent full sentence in a decade and a good decision probably most of his life. Wow.
Well, this is also in Lee County. This is a judge has stripped, that guy's name there is Marcus Chidster, of his ownership of the dog he was seen viciously beating in the parking lot of a Fort Myers gas station. During Thursday's hearing, Chidster had several outbursts. He was at first removed from the courtroom and appeared via iPad. He had another outburst, and then he was removed from the proceedings. Lee County Sheriff Carmen Mercino filed a lawsuit against him to keep the animal, Sheba. Wow, that was my brother's one of his dog's names. They tried to keep Sheba away from him. The dog's other owner is Kiera House with a W, no U. In addition to taking Sheba away from the pair, the judge ruled the two can no longer own animals until they prove they are fit to do so. The video had reached a wide audience online after Southwest Florida Crime Stoppers released the video to the public and media outlets. A racetrack employee saw the footage of the dog being beaten in news coverage and social media posts, officials say. So, yeah, I didn't want to put the video up. I thought that was in poor taste. I mean, I got poor taste anyway, but, even I got some scruples.
Unnecessary.
Yeah, but check out the guy's face tattoos, man.
Like the
you need to speak up or turn your mic on or talking to the mic or something, buddy.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Good. Perfect.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
Describe the tattoos you see on this cat. Describe the hair. Describe the look.
He looks like who's the guy who was in Transformers? The kid, is it Zac Efron or whatever?
Shia LaBeouf.
Is that Shia LaBeouf? Okay, I get the two confused. Shia LaBeouf kind of looks like him if you were to get rid of the looks like a caterpillar tattoo and a star tattoo under his eyes, and then on his forehead it looks like he has the logo for the White Sox and I don't know, something else, but he has I guess burgundy dreadlocks and his roots are showing, and of course he's in his orange jumpsuit, which I'm sure he's worn before and will wear sometime again in his life.
He's got the full neck tattoo.
Yeah, I didn't even see the neck tattoo. Yeah.
Jeez, I'm surprised this guy isn't working at a law firm somewhere or something. Jeez.
Yeah, well, even a law firm needs their floor swept.
He looks like he might be a lead singer from a band I'm going to see next week.
Possibly, yeah. Maybe a little Slipknot.
I keep wanting him to bust out a Korn tune.
Right, a little POD.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, no, this guy's a scumbag. So it is what it is. I hope he sees this and gets pissed off at me. So yeah, dude, you don't beat kids. You don't do things to kids, and you don't do things to animals either. That's not a good situation. Don't they say that that's how most psycho, like serial killers, start out? They torturing animals.
Yeah. Defenseless animals. They're lighting mice on fire and crap like that. Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say I didn't do my damage to ant mounds and insects and worms and fish and stuff like that when I was little. You?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe stepping on an ant mound. Worms I never dealt with.
But I've never beat a dog in a racetrack parking lot.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, like I said, he'll be wearing that orange jumpsuit again.
All right. Have you ever been on a plane and thought, what would happen if the pilot passed out?
Yes, I have in the past.
Well, that's what this guy was thinking about too. This guy right here, let me pull him up. This is a report from the same area in Florida, so something's going on down there near Fort Myers. Actually, it's on the other coast, Palm Beach County. This is according to clickorlando.com. A passenger landed a private plane at Palm Beach International Airport Tuesday after an incident with the pilot. According to a report from WPBF in West Palm Beach, the passenger of the single-engine Cessna 208 plane contacted air traffic control after the pilot had gone incoherent. The passenger told the traffic control that he had no idea how to fly the plane or even where they were, other than off the coast of Florida. WPBF report said the air traffic controller at the Fort Pierce Tower helped the passenger descend the plane to 5,000 feet so they could locate the plane on radar. According to audio of the incident, and then he told the passenger how to work the plane and land it safely. After the plane landed, one person was taken to a nearby hospital, but their condition was unknown. Well, there were only 2 people on board, so that tells me it was the pilot. The FAA is investigating. So the pilot's one person in the plane, you're the second, and the pilot goes out.
Yeah. I in the past, I've always thought that I'd be able to land a plane if I needed to, with instruction. I guess my confidence isn't as high as it used to be decades ago, but I always thought that, hell, I could do open heart surgery. Just give me the directions, I can get it done.
Now, are you a fan of little planes or big planes or no? Neither plane, doesn't matter?
I've always been a fan of aviation of sorts. Back in 1991, I actually took the air traffic controller's civil service test. And obviously, I didn't pass. But I got an 81. And